Hello, my name is Braden Jatan, and today I'll be doing a presentation over my case study on Village Supermarket. In section 1, we talked about what Village Supermarket is, what they stand for, and where they're based out of. Basically, it says Village Supermarket is a grocery store based in the northeast of the United States, operating under or as ShopRite, Fairway, or Gourmet Garage. Village Supermarket really prides themselves on caring for the community and committing to selling high-quality products for their customers. Their financials prove the fact that even for a small company, small companies can be quite successful, boasting over $500,000 in profit for the year 2022 and over $2 billion in revenue. The reason they are able to do this is they are highly competitive with the pricing of their products and the quality of products they sell to the consumers. And also they are able to compete with their exclusive coupon plan, which draws more and more customers to continue to shop with them. In section 2, we talked about just what they sell and how they're doing as a company. They offer a wide variety of goods and services, including regular grocery store items such as food products, but they also sell non-food items such as hair care products and general hygiene products. They also have one of the highest ranked pharmacies in the grocery industry. When comparing to last year, almost all the revenue in all of those categories have increased from last year to this year, or from 2021 to 2022. With that being said, on the BCG matrix, they do sit low because they are a smaller company. They don't bring in as much money, and they are in a market which the market does not grow very much. Even with their pharmacy being as good as it is, they're still ranked 86th overall in the entire grocery industry. Section 3, we talked about just the market as a whole when it comes to, market drivers and forces that could affect them. Village does sit in one of the most competitive markets, in my opinion, the grocery industry, considering that everyone today that is living needs the goods and services that a grocery store offers. The grocery market is one that can change very quickly, though, as we saw during COVID, with the introduction of e-commerce or online grocery shopping, which has been one of the best things for the general population, as it makes it much more convenient to shop instead of going inside and shopping for 2 hours. Also, in the coming years and even now, healthier foods have become more and more prominent among consumers, showing a shift in food items that have been bought. Now, when looking at the 5 forces for the near future, Village should not really have to worry too much, as they are profitable enough and bring in enough money. But with Village being the smallest, they do bring in one of the highest profit margins in the grocery industry. In section 4, we went over the strengths and weaknesses of their company. With them being such a small company, it would be wise for them to really play off their strengths. Go head on with those and try to push those as hard as you can. But while doing that, you need to try to also improve your weaknesses at the same time. One of their biggest strengths is that they have a very high customer loyalty rating at 88%, which compared to Kroger, who has like a 60 or 70% rating. Also, they have been able to expand their business when they wanted to with relative ease, which helps them grow as a company. Although they do have some weaknesses, one of those being that, albeit they have a very high gross profit margin, the rest of their financial ratios are below the average for the industry. Next, they source some of their food products from South Africa, which could drive away some consumers if they want more locally sourced goods. They also need to start trying to find sources locally, as another factor with that is the war in Ukraine has taken a toll on the world's grain supply. Lastly, they really need to push to find out what products are selling and what are not, because if you can push those products that are selling and get rid of the products that aren't, you can save money, or you can use that money to push into another part of your company. In section 5, we talked about the strategies of the SWOT analysis, and there's many that they could implement to become bigger and more successful as a company. One big strategy to me that they should try and push is to keep expanding their business. As you expand your business, yes, you may pay more for rent and all that other stuff, but you will bring in more revenue, and more revenue means more profits. And then also with that, with the noticeable shift once again into buying healthier foods, they need to start carrying a wider supply of healthy foods, as they can push them onto the customers that already buy them. And then also with the coupon plan, maybe you can put sales on them, and more people that don't buy them already can buy them more. Lastly, they need to source their goods from the United States, as I said. By doing that, you can increase the quality of the goods you are buying, and you could potentially reduce the shipping costs for those goods as well. And lastly, what I've learned, overall, Village Supermarket does a lot of good in the grocery industry for how small they really are. Also, just because you are a huge grocery store does not necessarily mean you are making a lot of profit, in the sense that the grocery industry is one of small growth. Another thing is I will have a different outlook going to grocery stores due to the information I was able to learn through doing this case study. Just because a store is huge and they have a bunch of stores and they make a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean they're the best one. Typically, to me, what I've seen is that the more local stores like H-E-B or Village, wherever you may live, typically are the better ones, as they have better customer service, they have better loyalty programs, and their products are typically priced a little bit better. Thank you.